Hi all, I'm going to be going over Chapter 2, Section 3, number 16, and the problem states of the 8th graders at Paxton School, 7 played basketball, so I'm going to start by drawing a circle for basketball and labeling it B. 9 played volleyball, and 10 played soccer. So I'm going to go ahead and make I'm going to go ahead and make a volleyball circle that intersects with that, and then a soccer circle that intersects with both of those. Then I'm going to go back to, it says that 7 played basketball. Now that doesn't mean that 7 played just basketball, that means 7 played basketball, so this whole circle that's B, all of basketball, is a total of 7 players. So I like to write my 7 right here. It's kind of intersecting all of those sections, and it's kind of like a temporary or a first draft. That number is, that's 7. That just helps me keep in mind that the entire circle, all total basketball players are 7 people. Also, it says 9 played volleyball, so the same thing is true over here. This whole circle for volleyball, including all 4 of these sections, includes 9 students. So I'm going to go ahead and write a 9. Again, I kind of just write it, so it shows me that it intersects all of those sections. And it says 10 played soccer, so same thing here. 10 goes in this whole section. I'm not sure exactly where those 10 are going to fall into the 4 sections, but right now I just know 10 total play soccer. Okay, then it goes on to say that 1 played basketball and volleyball only. So basketball and volleyball only. Here's basketball, here's volleyball. The place where basketball and volleyball intersect each other and only include basketball and volleyball is right up here, this top section. Okay. There's also this intersection, this bottom section, but that's for students who play basketball, volleyball, and also played soccer. So up in this little top section, people who only played basketball and volleyball, that's just 1 person. So I'm going to go ahead and just write a 1 here. It also says 1 played basketball and soccer only. So basketball and soccer intersect, again, right here in these 2 sections. But this section is for students who played all 3, so this would be the basketball and soccer only section. So 1 student goes in that section. Then it says 2 played volleyball and soccer only. So volleyball and soccer, again, they intersect in these 2 sections. This is for students who played all 3, but 2 played volleyball and soccer only. Lastly, it says that 2 played volleyball, basketball, and soccer. That's this middle section where all 3 intersect, all 3 circles. So students that played basketball, volleyball, and soccer, all 3, they get to go right here. So there was 2 of them. So now that I've done with my middle sections, that kind of makes it easier for me to go outside here and figure out how many students played only basketball or only volleyball or only soccer. So I'm going to start by looking at my basketball circle. I figured out in the beginning that there were 7 8th graders who played basketball total. Well, now I can see that of those 7 basketball players, 1 played also volleyball, 2 played volleyball and soccer also, and 1 played just soccer in addition to basketball. So taking that 7, I have to subtract all these students who played other sports also. So 7 take away 1 would be 6, take away 2 more would be 4, take away 1 more would be 3. So there are only 3 students who played only basketball. I have to do the same thing over here for volleyball. There were 9 students total, but if I take into account these other sections now that I can see, 2, 4, 5 students played other things. So of that 9, only 4 played just volleyball. And I kind of scribble out those temporary numbers that I put in. Lastly here, there were 10 students who played soccer. 2, 4, 5 of them played other sports. So I'm going to cross out 10, take away 5, give me 5 students in this section. Now the question actually says to me, how many played 1 or more of the 3 sports? I think that's asking me basically how many total students are there. So I need to go back and count. There are 3 here, 4 here, that would make 7. Then 5 more, 7 and 5 makes 12. 2 here, that would be 14, 16, 17, 18 students total. So the correct answer to this would be 18 students. Thanks.